It gives me great honor to welcome a friend, but also your national president, Mr. Drake Toll.
Let's do it. All right. Hey, good morning. Okay, good morning. All right, so a couple of announcements, some things to go through first before we begin. I'd like to give a big round of applause to those who participated and ran in the 5K today. But I would like to give a bigger round of applause to those who walked the 5K today. Also, a really cool announcement, BetaCon19, the hashtag you've been using for Twitter, went trending in the United States of America yesterday because of you. Now, George W. Bush once said, "Rarely is the question asked, is our children learning?" And well, George, we is. Once again, my name is Drake Toll from the great state of Arkansas, and I've been blessed to serve as your national president for the last 365 days. The past year has taught me to live for one more, to find my one more, chase after it, and live it. Now, some of you ask, what is the one more? It can be something very nominal, like I want one more chance to go to a beta convention, one more chance to go to a beta dance, or even to get on a big stage. And then for some of us, our one more, the moments, the details we cherish, we live in, maybe it's waking up tomorrow. The opportunity to take another breath, one more chance to get up and see the sunrise. Now, one of my favorite one mores, one of my big ones, is for my mom. I don't appreciate you enough. I don't tell you I love you enough. And I think one of my one more is to tell my mom that I love her, to show her that I appreciate her. That I don't think any of us really live up to the fact our moms are awesome and we don't always recognize it. So let's give it up for the moms. I know there was Father's Day and all that, but dads don't really care as much, so yeah, good job to the moms. Now, I brought some pictures with me. This is me in the 4th, 5th grade. I guess they'll run through a couple of those. So to give you some perspective, obviously my figure since then has deteriorated, and I don't look as great as I did back then. I was a part of the Quiz Bowl team, and if you think Quiz Bowl is a good place to pick up girls, it is. So a cool story from that time, to give you perspective about my mom. So I get a letter in the mail. How many of you took a presidential fitness test back when you were younger? Yeah, please don't woo, it wasn't that exciting. So I took the presidential fitness test. I get a letter in the mail. It's "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Toll, regarding your son." And so it's from Washington, D.C. I see it on the counter. I think this is it, the CIA, the president. This is my big shot. So I go to the counter. I open it up. Obviously, I was not supposed to read it. My parents don't know I'm telling this story. I wasn't supposed to read it. I open it up. There's a color-coded chart that says, "Mr. and Mrs. Toll, we regret to inform you, your son is obese." I was 11 years old and opened a card that said that from Washington. My dreams just immediately. So I start crying, as any 11-year-old would, and Mom rushes in there. "What's wrong? What's the matter? What's the matter?" And I said, "Mom, I can't believe it. You weren't going to tell me. You were going to hide it. I can't believe it. I'm going to have to go on a diet." And my mom looks me in the eyes, and she says what any great mom would. She says, "Drake, we get these every year." And so in that moment, I realized the humor of my mom and dad as they laughed at me. They enjoyed the moment, and I kind of started to think, what's this paper to tell me who I am, what I look like? I'm happy being me, and so I got over it, thanks to my mom and dad and their ability to cheer me up. Now, what about when your one more is gone? When that one thing you've lived for, you've reached out for, taken the chance for is no longer there? What about when I can't tell my mom I love her anymore? I'll tell you, I was at prom a month ago. I was at a restaurant. Waitress says, "Let me take a picture of your group." What does she do with my phone? She drops it. Breaks the screen, breaks the phone entirely. And guess who didn't back their pictures and videos up on the iCloud? So I lose everything. Pictures of New York City, Washington, D.C., Savannah, Georgia last year. A video of me singing "Sweet Caroline" at a Boston Red Sox game in the 8th inning, gone. But I was okay. And you say, "Oh, well, how are you okay?" I mean, that's all of I would lose it. I'll tell you why I was okay. Because every one of those moments, they're right here. When I was given one more, when I was given those opportunities, I lived them to the best of my ability, and I'll tell you this, I lived in the moment. You can dwell in the past, you can prepare for the future, but you can only live and make a difference in the moment, period. So although those were gone, I'm okay. Because when my son looks me in the eyes and says, Dad, what was high school like? I don't want to show him a picture. I don't want to show him a video. I want to replay that right here because I remember every single moment. So I encourage you, find your one more. Chase after it. And when you're given that blessing, cherish it. Do not take it for granted. Find the positive things in life and live for them and live in them. Wow. Once again, my name is Drake Toll. It's a blessing to serve as your national president. I love you guys so much.
Let's have another round of applause for your national president, Drake Toll.